We need to think about cultural intelligence like the emotional intelligence for global business.
We are speaking about connection.
When I talk about cultural intelligence, it's just my whole life like that.
Interculturality is my passion. I am part of a team. I am a part of a city.
So why companies should care about cultural intelligence?
You lost many projects, many opportunities and money. It's important for the companies to invest a little bit in cultural intelligence, and you can win a lot.
But sometimes no connection means no collaboration, and no collaboration means no productivity.
This is today not a luxury, it's a necessity. Cultural intelligence is a compass.
Welcome back to Bibi Knows Best. It's been a while since I made a video. Normally, you hear me in the podcast of Bibi Knows Best. And before, I used to be very active in video. But now I realized that why not to come back and coming back with a theme that I'm passionate about it. Because when I talk about cultural intelligence, it's just my whole life light up. And I'm here with my colleague, with my friend, with an amazing person that just joined our team. And I'm a super fan of her because she's amazing. She knows so much about cultural intelligence, interculturality. All of this is really the ocean that she knows where to swim. And I just wanted to introduce you to her. She's a great friend of mine, Nancy Bravo. Just welcome here.
Wow, thank you for this amazing presentation, Visila. Thank you very much to be here. It's a pleasure.
Well, I mean, as I said before, we're both passionate about cultural intelligence, the IC, but I just want that people could really get to understand why for you is so essential and who are you and what made you really an expert in interculturality.
Well, Visila, interculturality is my passion. I am Mexican. I was born in Mexico, but I live in Germany. I am part of a bicultural family. Mexican, Germany is my everyday life, the biculturality. I am a person, I am an individual that loves the connection between people. For this reason, interculturality is very important in my life. I studied communication in Mexico. And in Germany, I studied interculturality. This is my professional part. All that combined are the result of my work, my life about interculturality.
Well, let me ask you something. A lot of people is the first time that they might hear these terms. Particularly, cultural intelligence is a very recent term. A lot of people don't talk about it and they don't know. So I would like you to explain what is this and what is interculturality? What is multiculturality? Is all the same?
No, multiculturality is only for example, in New York or in Hamburg, we are in multicultural cities because we have people from different cultures, different religions, or different languages, different beliefs. Yes, this is multiculturality. But in this case, interculturality is the connection between people. Is you are in the same place like me, and we can connect, we can interact, and I can show you something about me and I can learn about you. And this is a one step more. Multiculturality, interculturality, and then we have transculturality and other things. But the first step is the multiculturality. And we want to invite all the people to activate the cultural intelligence to go away, to go in the other direction to the interculturality.
Absolutely. And I believe also that at its core, the CQ or cultural intelligence, or the way you want to call it, is also the ability to work effectively across cultures. I think it's not just about knowledge, because one thing is knowledge, but I think it's also awareness, strategy, empathy. And I think that we need to think about cultural intelligence like the emotional intelligence for global business. Don't you think so?
Yes. Yes, Visila, of course, because we are speaking about connection, inclusion. I am part of a team. I am a part of a city. In this way, my emotions are under control. I feel good, and I can connect, and all is right. And this is good for your emotional world, your emotional intelligence.
And when someone moves away from the homes, right? There is so many challenges that we go through. What will be, in your experiences, the challenges that you got in Germany?
Well, I am living in Germany since 2002, so 24 years. And in this case, I didn't know nothing about cultural intelligence. For this reason, was very difficult for me to understand the communication way in Germany. For me, it was very directly, very hard, very strange. And I suffer with that, because in Mexico, the harmony is very important, to be nice, to be very, very correct. And without cultural intelligence in this time, was difficult for me to connect with the people in the communication, not only with the German language. I am talking about the cultural intelligence.
Yes, so important. And you see, we know that a lot of young people are listening to us. Maybe they want to make a career out of it and they don't know where to start, Nancy. And I know that you've been in the university working. You know basically how people could be more culturally intelligent and understand interculturality. Could you please give us some tips that you will give to someone to become more culturally intelligent?
Yes, yes, Priscilla. And in this case, for me, my vision is that in the kindergarten, at the schools, the people knows about interculturality, because it's a necessity right now. But in this case, if you are at the university, I recommend to you to know about other languages, to read about history, about other cultures, to connect with your neighbor. So in the same city, you have many people from many different countries and religions. Connect with this person, talk about the culture, about the traditions. These all are cultural intelligence, part of the cultural intelligence. And of course, activate your cultural intelligence with some books like my book, or the book of Priscila Bococo, Bravo Soy Internacional, or Todos Tenemos una Historia que Contar. I don't know the name in English
Have a
of your
story to
book.
tell.
Okay.
Go have a story to tell.
This is interculturality as well.
Mm, so important. And now we know also that our services are going to be targeting basically corporations, because we know that corporations now they have some challenges in this world that is very uncertain, and we need to navigate through the unknown. And that happens that we need to be more global, right? So why companies should care about cultural intelligence?
Well, Priscilla, I think it's important, this topic, for the companies, because in my experience, the expats, for example, you choose a good employee, an excellent employee with an expertise, with many languages, with a lot of experiences in many sectors. You think he is the perfect person to go to other country for 4 years project. But in this case, these people is go without cultural intelligence to Mexico, to Spain, to Germany. And then these people don't understand the new situation, the new way of life, the new work, the mentality. For this reason, the people go back home 1 year only. The people stay 1 year normally without cultural intelligence and go back to the country. The company lost money because the company invests in the translation, invest in a new infrastructure, the company invests with new partners. And what happened if this employee go back home? You lost many projects, many opportunities, and money. For this reason, it's important for the companies to invest a little bit in cultural intelligence, and you can win a lot.
I agree so much, because recently I heard a case of one person that is very close to me. In their corporation, something crazy happened because one of the employees fell in love with someone from overseas, and this person encouraged the company to send them to this country. And after a few months, because the person was not able really to adjust, he asked to come back. And this was very costly for the company, but also emotionally for the company too, because they thought they make so many movements because they give already the position to someone else. The person could not come back. This person became misplaced. Now, how you find somebody to replace that person? It's many things. And this took on their partnership also with that person, because you go by love. You say, oh, I am so in love when I go to this country. But at the end of the day, when you don't adjust, this is going to absolutely have an influence in your relationship. So this was really a disaster. And this situation, at the end, it became a problem for the company. So I think that sometimes no connection means no collaboration, and no collaboration means no productivity. So when that person did not connect with that culture, it has really affect the collaboration of the company with their partners, with the other people who work in the company, with the colleagues. So I think that it's not about just teaching your people in your corporation about cultural intelligence. They need to embody it.
Yes, I think this is today not a luxury, it's a necessity. Cultural intelligence is a compass for the global world. And this is our work, our teamwork right now with the intercultural division to give a compass to the companies.
I think so. And also for global leaders, it's so important. I think it's one ability that they need to master it. Because to be a global leader, you really need to be a genius of cultural intelligence.
Yes, because you have right now many companies. I can see that they have a very multicultural, diverse team, and you are the leader, and you don't understand the different mentalities, the different way of life, the different way of work. You can connect with your people, and this is a strategy for the company and for you, for the project.
I think you are so right, because I think that the leaders who are culturally intelligent not only survive in the company, they thrive, right?
Yeah, of course, it's not to survive, so to enjoy, to thrive. This is our work. This is our goal with the companies. Yes.
And I think also that it also encourage innovation. I think that we become more sustainable in this world. And I also believe that we spoke so much about diversity, even though that right now this word might seem not relevant. From my point of view, it continues to be extremely relevant, because more than people feel that we are in a diverse environment, you need to be in an inclusive environment, and you need to feel that you belong to the environment. So I think that cultural intelligence help you to have that feeling of belonging, right?
This is why belonging is a very important word today. This is the humanity, this is a necessity of the humanity, belonging. If you are in a company and you can feel this connection, your ideas are not good for the company, your mentality is not good for the company, you can't stay anymore in this company. You are a talent and you have good ideas, but you are not accept, you are not integrate in this team. The company lost many values people, I think.
Yes, and I think also it's very important to encourage difficult and comfortable conversation in the companies to get to the best ideas.
Oh, yes.
Right. So the one thing that you and I together, we're gonna do is to facilitate these conversations. We're gonna create the atmosphere for the companies being able to understand each other. Because how many times I have this experience in Africa that people perceive inaction like laziness, and it was because the chain of command was not clear. So that's also a cultural thing, because we coming from cultures like New York or like Germany, where the chain of command is different. It's more horizontal, right? Your boss, you can have
Yes.
a conversation. The person is going to sit you down and say, you know what's happening with your productivity? Nothing is going on. But when you come to a different culture, that might be perceived completely, and people could be froze. They don't know what to act. So the conversation will be different. So that interculturality, it comes really valuable when you have this kind of
Yes.
challenges in situations, right?
Yes, we have some tools to discover your cultural preference, in this case, leadership. So, which is your tendency for leadership, to communicate, to the data interception. No? And we have some models to explain to the employees, to the companies about your cultural preferences. Then you can compare. I am in Africa right now, I am in America, or I am in Europe. I need to understand who I am, about my cultural preferences, my cultural mindset. Then I can understand where is my place right now, and then I can connect. And this is our brilliant work with
Absolutely. That's when
Visila
it
Bokok.
went together. This is when business meets empathy, and we create that leadership beyond borders. And I think that it's good that we share with our audience how we're going to do this, because I think that in this cultural intelligence division that we just started, we go beyond um, training. We like to design experiences. Can you just share with our great friends how we're going to do this? Because we are unusual.
Yes, yes. This is like a training. You need to be fit. You need to go to the fitness. Yeah. In this case, for cultural intelligence, you need a training. We have some methodology, very practice methodology, with videos, with role plays, with critical incidents, with study cases, to recognize your behavior and to understand the options that you have in this global world. And of course, you have a test for your cultural preferences. All is very practice, all is very necessary to alive the situation, to realize what happened with your body, with your feelings, with your mentality, to react better, in a better way later in the companies in other countries. This is our work. Very practice, very interactive. This is
Exactly. What we want is that you walk the talk, that you not
Mhm.
only understand this intellectually, but
Mm.
also that it becomes part of you. That's for us very important. And whether you are expanding in new markets or you're trying to build a multicultural team, this is for you. Either if you're not in that situation, but you are curious about to understand what is cultural intelligence, you also need to talk to us. And if you are going to be sent to another country, we're going to help you to navigate in these situations that you're going to encounter when you go to another country. So I think if you are ready to stop translating and start understanding, this is your moment. So it's time for you to visit our website or connect with us. And we are very open to conversations. We love people. We're very friendly.
Yes,
So,
yes, of course. We love it.
so why they should definitely connect with us? Because I think that we need to let them with this thought. Why it's important, not only from the corporations, but also from the individual. I think that we have something very juicy to share.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
And I
Yes.
think you talk about no frontiers, and the biggest frontiers are the frontiers of the mind.
Nice, nice. This sentence is great, Bisila, because all the problems starts here in our cultural mindset. If you are not conscious about your cultural mindset, you can connect.
Yeah, so I think that this is the reason why you should at least understand what it is, because I think that we are trying to be Catholics for change and just to take down these barriers that sometimes we find in our lives. And we want to just to tune in and you will find the Wi-Fi. This is who we are. No connection, no productivity. And this is like to try to dance without music to hear. You need music. And we love to make things in a fun way. We are playful. We believe that you should not take anything seriously because at the end of the day, we are here to learn. Life is a beautiful school. And when you learn with fun, you learn better. So that's exactly what we want to do with you, that you learn with fun, that your teams enjoy. And the highest leadership, this is for you. Stop judging and understand. Because when the top management understand, with the top leadership understand what is cultural intelligence, the team understands. So that is also for you. So call us. You should not hesitate.
This was great with the Wi-Fi because we can see that it is invisible, but it works. We are connected right now. And this is cultural intelligence. You can see that, but you can feel it, and you need to connect with the people.
Absolutely. And diversity alone is like having a pantry full of ingredients, but cultural intelligence is the recipe that brings the meal to life. So that's what we like. We love to eat, definitely.
Oh, yes, yes,
We
yes.
love to celebrate life. We understand that diversity is rich, it's a celebration. And that's the reason why we would like that we don't want you to just do check in the diversity box. We want you to go one step further. We want really that you know where to go, because cultural intelligence is going to help you to path the way, and it's going to become for you a brilliant strategy.
Great, great, Bisila.
Well,
Great
so
sentence.
we're gonna have fun, Nancy. I love to have fun with you. I think we share so much and we are very passionate. So we leave it up to you. All the information is gonna be down here, the website, our contacts. We're both very active in the social media. Don't forget about our books. You can check them. They're gonna give you a vision if you want to have an introduction into these themes. This is the time that you could do it. So we enjoy so much the conversation with you. We are here for you. And thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much, Bisila, and we are very happy to be in contact with you.
Mwah. Ciao, ciao.
Bye bye.